watching Delmarva Life, and here I am in the studio you know and recognize. Of course, it's changed up a lot over the years, but maybe you've come in and sat on our chairs with us. Maybe you've graced our Mid-South Audio stage, or maybe you've just been a member of our audience. We love that. But there's a change up to Historic Studio D, and we're about to talk about it right now on the other side of our studio.
That was
nice
a perfect
catch.
spiral.
Thank you.
Goodness.
Been working on it, Zach. This right here is home base for Delmarva Sports Network. Just launched yesterday. This is Delmarva's only live and local sports, all sports television station. And we got the team right here.
Yes, indeed.
First of all, guys, congratulations.
Thank you much.
We've got Zach Parnes, we've got Kayla Santiago, and we've got Corey Nido. You guys are a mighty fine looking team here.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
Wow,
thank
my
you.
goodness.
Let's go.
That is much appreciated. Yeah.
So Zach, tell us, DSN, Delmarva Sports Network, what is it?
Katie, this is a really fun and exciting project and something that I've been passionate about for years here on Delmarva, which is local sports, 24/7, 365. We're going to be following the high school and college scene here on the peninsula extensively. Lots of highlights, news updates, feature stories. This is going to be everything for a local sports fan here on the peninsula.
I love that. So how did you know it was kind of a need?
You know, for us, every time we would go out into the community, we would always hear from parents, coaches, fans, even players themselves, like, hey, why aren't you guys out at more games? And we really wanted to be able to bring more coverage of those games to the viewers at home because we know that it really matters here. And obviously being a local news operation like WBOC, we needed to make our way in local sports, and this is the way that we're going to be able to do that.
Yeah, so what are the things that you guys are going to be kind of doing? I mean, Corey, Kayla, you guys are play-by-play people, right? So yeah,
Yes.
How does it all work?
Yeah, doing play-by-play, color analyst. Kayla and I will be flip-flopping each game, covering Henlopen Conference, Bayside Conference games, and it's not going to just be your typical football and basketball. We're going to give love to field hockey, lacrosse, soccer, different things like that, of course, the White Marlin Open. So it's not just going to be basketball and football. We've been out to a lot of games this fall, this winter, and obviously in the spring.
Is play-by-play difficult? Is what you guys do, I imagine it's hard.
It's definitely difficult. I think a lot of people just see, oh, you're going to a game, you're calling it, it's so awesome, which it really is. But the prep work, learning rosters, stats, storylines, everything you can do, because as soon as you say something wrong, there's a lot of parents that are going to come at you and say, that's not how you say my kid's name. So it's definitely a lot of prep work, but we do it because we love it and we're excited to give these kids the opportunity to be seen.
Talk a little bit about how this has come together and how long all the work that's gone into it.
Oh man, this has been a lot of months of blood, sweat, and tears, to be completely honest. This has not been a glamorous operation at times, but we're hoping to give a glamorous product back to the people. So this kind of came about in January of 2021, which was, you know, right in the thick of the pandemic when it got announced. So we were all really ecstatic and excited, but also wondering, you know, how is this going to work out, especially with COVID and schools and, you know, regulations and policy, whatever. But eventually, you know, the pieces started coming together, and here we are in February of 2022, really making this thing happen. And now we have live broadcasts for people to watch, continuing on through the rest of the winter and spring seasons, and then into the summer with Delmarva Shorebirds baseball, and then right back into the high school football thick of things.
Love it. What are each of you most excited about for the whole operation?
All right, overall, I'm really excited for our live game broadcast. I'm envious of these two for getting the opportunity to be out there with instant replay, multiple angles, all sorts of different cool, fun things that you're used to watching, maybe an NFL game on. You will have the same ability to watch Friday Night Lights, field hockey, soccer, boys, girls basketball, even high school wrestling. So if they can't get out to the gymnasium or out to the field to be able to catch the game, they'll really have the opportunity to catch a high-quality broadcast at home.
I think for me, I mean, obviously the live broadcast, but really giving a chance for these athletes to be seen. I think a lot of times you'll see coaches go to Twitter and say, nobody comes out and see us. That's because they don't have the opportunity to be seen. So now we're giving an opportunity for these athletes, not only to be shown on TV, but also to live out their dreams. And for us being able to be a part of that is really exciting.
I think for me, just seeing how important high school sports are in this area, just going out shooting highlights and seeing the excitement when you walk in with the camera and seeing the DSN logo and be like, oh, put me on TV, or hey, is this game, my highlight's going to be on the game or on the TV. And it's really exciting to see how happy and how positive the locals are here to us starting this. As Zach mentioned, it hasn't been glamorous at times. We've put in a lot of work together. We have a great team on camera, behind the scenes as well, with our producers and directors, and of course Bill Vernon. And I mean, if it wasn't for those people, we wouldn't be here on cam talking to you guys about it. So really just excited for the local scene and the team we're working with here at DSN.
It's going to be awesome. And I know people are going to ask this question. How do they see it?
Oh, yeah, variety of ways that people can see it. First off, we are going to be streaming on Facebook. We'll be on 16.2, Xfinity, Spectrum coming soon, and then Verizon, Fios, Mediacom, etc. Those are the ways you'll be able to watch. Just say into your remote DSN kind of thing, you'll be able to find us too.
Excellent. All right, you guys are going to stick around. We're going to have a little bit of sporty fun with you guys up next. You good with
Sounds
that?
good.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll be right back.
Where's Katie? She told me she was going to be here like a little while ago. I'm just running late already. I don't understand what.
Sorry, Zach. Just wanted to make sure I was all ready to go. Got my gear on, got my equipment ready to go. How you doing?
You look great. I'm tremendous right now, but not as good as you. You're confused in fandom right now.
I'm loving it. Well, here's the reason I look so great is because you guys have pretty much all the schools represented on this set here.
Very true. Yeah, we've gotten some gear from pretty much every school on Delmarva, so we'll be able to show it off all 3 seasons long.
And tell me about those Draper uniforms over there.
Yeah, we do have the Draper uniforms of the late Mr. Tom Draper, founder here of WBOC, and you know, it's really awesome to honor his legacy with those, and we have a few pictures of him also scattered throughout the set. They're little Easter eggs.
Way to go. Yeah, I love that. All right, here's the deal, Zach.
Okay.
I know you pretty well.
I would say
I
so.
want to get to know Kayla and Corey a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to test my my play-by-play skills. You good with that?
Yeah, good luck. Have fun.
All right, here we go. Here we go. See ya.
See ya.
All right, here we are, guys.
What's going on?
Play-by-play extraordinaires here. I've
All
never
right.
done this before, so I'm probably going to be pretty awesome.
All right, so we've got boys basketball. It's Laurel versus Arcadia.
All right.
All right, you
Here
ready?
we go. Yep. Okay, the coach is fired up. He says, go team, go. Players are waiting patiently for the game. Okay, the long toss down to number 22 with the layup. There he is. All right, 24, up to 5, 4, 3. Bang! It's in the net. Oh, this team is really nailing it here. Everybody's thrilled at everybody. Foul shot, made it. 23 to 2. Sunk it. Okay, Laurel is really upset about that. And they just got the ball back again. It's up. It's good. That's a nice shot there by number, and 23's got it again. 23, just with those pink shoes, he's all over the place. He is just, it's 73 to something. Oh, the ref says, yes, that's going in. That is a basket for number 10. All right, how did I do?
All right.
How was my
not
basketball?
bad.
Yeah, not bad. I mean,
bad.
you're able to time
Okay.
up some of the plays, but there's a lot more, obviously,
Yep.
that we need to include, starting with players' names.
Yes.
You can't really say number 23,
Right.
so we try to get rosters from coaches, talk to the coaches before each broadcast, and learn how to pronounce their names,
Sure.
who they are, and then we have to memorize the numbers. You know, a lot of people just think we can show up to a broadcast and we know everything. There's hours and hours of prep that go into it, memorizing names.
Yeah, you definitely know what you're doing. Okay, so before we get to the next highlight, tell me what sport is each of your favorite and why you guys love sports?
I love sports ever since I was a little kid. I mean, 4 years old, my dad was taking me to baseball games. And then when I got older, I said, I want to do this as a career. I want to do what I love. And I figured out that I could go to school for broadcasting. And that was it for me. I said, I want to do this every single day. And being able to just to tell the athletes' stories, being there in the moment, being there for history is really something that just gives me the best feeling in the world. And to call a game, I love calling basketball. I think that's definitely one of my favorites. To watch, I would have to say baseball. It's definitely a little bit different, and they're very fast from slow, but from working basketball and then from watching, definitely baseball.
Love that.
I was kind of a late bloomer. I wanted to be an architect coming out of high school, and then I realized I can't draw and I'm terrible at math. So that plan quickly went away. The college I went to had a really great radio program, got involved, and I thought, wow, this is really cool. I could call games on campus, and then I was able to intern with some minor league baseball teams. That's where I got my start in minor league baseball, and then always wanted to get to TV. I've done different Division I athletics for the University of Delaware up north, you know, a bunch of different things there, and it's just been a lot of fun. And as Kayla mentioned, when you're able to be in the booth and call a moment, and the listeners, either if you're watching it or listening to it on the radio, just to deliver that moment and kind of punctuate it, there's just an adrenaline that just overflows your body, and I've been lucky to have some of those experiences and looking forward to having some here on Delmarva. And my favorite sports broadcast is baseball. Like Kayla said, slow, but I like intertwining the stories, and then football as well. It's a lot of fun.
If you guys are calling a game together, how do you not talk over each other?
A lot of body cues, you know, just kind of knowing where people end their sentences or what they're going to say. We game plan. Like when we go call a game, we're going to have a sit down, hey, these are storylines we want to talk about, and then we try and intertwine them together and just kind of cues on that end.
It definitely takes some rehearsal too, because we're getting used to how we broadcast together. But as he said, cues, sometimes like I like to write things down sometimes too, to be like, hey, maybe I'll throw this to you, and then he'll talk about that topic. It definitely takes some time, but we've been in this for a little bit now and learning how to work together, and just, as he said, pre-gaming before, making sure you kind of have it mapped out, not just going in and being like, okay, we're going to do it. You have to kind of map it out beforehand.
Speaking of having mapped out, I have not mapped anything out, but I want to get to my next highlight here. So why don't you, this is some wrestling.
This is Parkside and Mardella Wrestling that we just broadcast last week.
So Parkside takes him, he slams him right down, and he is saying, I am going to, and the ref is crawling down. He wants to get in on the action. He says, yes, you got him. Okay, and then there's some chaos here going on, and the ref says, that's a roll, and you got him. We've got a little hair issue here. I don't know if that's getting into his, okay. Now the ref's back underneath and slams it, and this coach is pumped. All right, now that was such a toss to the floor, and now we're holding quite steady in this position here. Oh, they say good job. Okay, the heads are right together, and he goes for the knee, pulls the knee, slams down. All right, he's got him, and that is a win. And the ref says, yep, and he says, I am the ultimate champion here. And that's it,
The enthusiasm is definitely there.
Yeah.
I will say that. Wrestling is one of the hardest sports to call. I will say there's so much technique that we even had to learn coming here. We had a coach come in. When they slam the mat, that's called a pin. That gives them 6 points, and a lot of wrestlers try to go for that. When they slam them on the ground and the ref throws up 2 points, that's a takedown.
Because I was like, this ref is really hating this. He was really getting upset with that. Well, thank you guys so much for my little lesson here. Absolutely. I'm feeling good about that. Come back to my guy Zach here. Zach, do I have any potential maybe to fill in sometime?
Katie, you are an ultimate champion. I just have to say.
Zach, thank you so much.
Yeah, no doubt. Whenever you'd like to join the team, we have polos.
You've got polos.
So let us know.
Okay. Do anything for a polo. Okay, now here's the deal, Zach. We've got a big game coming up on Sunday, of course. We've got the Bengals.
The big game.
Taking on the Rams. What is the Zach Parnes Delmarva Sports Network take on the big game?
Rams win 27-23 is the short. Okay?
Really?
That's what I'm going with right now. Matt Stafford playing in Motor City for way too long.
Yeah.
Now he gets his chance to shine at home, SoFi Stadium. It's going to be a good one.
All right, most important thing of a good football game is a spike.
Yes.
Or a touchdown spike. So, can you teach me the way to do the perfect spike?
Well, I'm no Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah.
I have to say that first and foremost. You can identify, you understand.
I get that.
I would say the best spike that you can do in the TV studio is the one that doesn't hit the camera. So do that, and bingo.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Don't hit
the camera.
Here we go. All right, hit a wheel, but you know what? That didn't hit the camera.
Never
so
said
it's fine.
wheel. He never said wheel. Hey, Zach, before we get done here, again, how can people watch Delmarva Sports Network?
Lots of ways you can watch Delmarva Sports Network. Over the air, 16.2. We got the list here for you guys. As far as cable providers go, you'll also be able to watch us live stream on Facebook and on our website, delmarvasportsnetwork.com. Be sure to check that out. It's a beautiful looking website.
Oh, hey, look nice. All right, well, go team, go. Excited for you guys. Thank you for everything you're doing, and just keep on going.
Of course. Thanks, Katie. Appreciate it.
All right.